Let's continue our talk on the solar system. We discussed the formation of solar system in my previous video. If you want to know how the solar system was formed and why is it called the solar system, then you can go and watch my previous video. Today I will share the information about the planets in our solar system. Basically, these planets are also classified into three subcategories: planets, dwarf planets and hypothetical planet. We will limit our today's discussion to the planets of inner solar system. The very first planet, the closest one to the Sun, is also the smallest planet in the solar system, Mercury, which is only slightly larger than the Earth's moon. From the surface of Mercury, the Sun would appear more than 3 times as large as it does when viewed from Earth, and the sunlight would be as much as 7 times brighter. Despite its proximity to the Sun, Mercury is not the hottest planet in our solar system. That title belongs to the nearby planet Venus, thanks to its dense atmosphere. Here's an interesting fact about Mercury. Because of Mercury's elliptical egg-shaped orbit and sluggish rotation, the Sun appears to rise briefly, set, and rise again in some parts of planet's surface. The same thing happens in reverse at the sunset. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and is Earth's closest planetary neighbor. It's often called Earth's twin because it's similar in size and density, but these are not identical twins. There are radical differences between the two worlds. Venus has a thick, toxic atmosphere filled with carbon dioxide, and it's perpetually shrouded in thick, yellowish clouds of sulfuric acid that trap heat, causing a runaway greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in our solar system. Surface temperatures on Venus are about 900 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt lead. The surface is a rusty color and it's peppered with intensely crunched mountains and thousands of large volcanoes. Scientists think it's possible that some volcanoes are still active. Venus has crushing air pressure at its surface, more than 90 times that of Earth, similar to the pressure you would encounter a mile below the ocean on Earth. Another big difference from Earth: Venus rotates on its axis backward compared to the most of the other planets in the solar system. This means that on Venus, the Sun rises in the west and sets in the east, opposite to what we experience on the Earth. So the conclusion is that Earth and Venus are not the identical twins. Our home planet is the third planet from Sun and the only planet we know of so far that's inhabited by living things. While Earth is only the 5th largest planet in the solar system, it is the only world in our solar system with liquid water on the surface. The name Earth is at least 1000 years old. All other planets except Earth were named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. However, the name Earth is Germanic word, which means the ground. We know good enough about our home planet, so let's go forward with our neighbor, Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun, a dusty, cold, desert world with a very thin atmosphere. Mars is also a dynamic planet with seasons, polar ice caps, canyons, extinct volcanoes, and evidence that it was even more active in past. Mars is one of the most explored bodies in our solar system, and it's the only planet where we have sent rovers to roam the alien landscape. NASA currently has 2 rovers, Curiosity and Perseverance, 1 lander, InSight, and 1 helicopter, Ingenuity, exploring the surface of Mars. Mars is a rocky planet. Its solid surface has been altered by volcanoes, impacts, winds, crustal movements, and chemical reactions. Mars has a thin atmosphere made up mostly of carbon dioxide, argon, nitrogen, and a small amount of oxygen and water vapor. Mars is also known as Red Planet because iron minerals in the Martian soil oxidize or rust, causing the soil and atmosphere to look red. It's time for astronomy word of the day: Astrophysical Maser. The acronym Maser, now a word in its own right, stands for microwave amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. It is the microwave wavelength version of the laser. Stimulated emission is form of spectral line emission, An astrophysical maser is a naturally occurring source of stimulated spectral lines emission, typically in the microwave portion of electromagnetic spectrum. This emission may arise in molecular clouds, comets, planetary atmospheres, stellar atmospheres, or various other conditions in the interstellar space. Thank you for watching and subscribe to my channel for more of such interesting videos. Have a good day.